afternoon. Thank
Good
you for
afternoon.
your enlightening lecture and particularly about the proponents of dialogue. My question is related to dialogue itself. That do these thinkers, as you stated, that Said Hussain Nasr and others, they believe that this dialogue is a farz kifaya. But presently we witness that violence is committed and conducted by those who belong to the masses. So, how will this dialogue percolate down among the masses? Because we witness that there is sectarianism, there is communal violence, and that is being perpetuated by politicians and others who are maybe not elite but mass kind of leaders. So, can't this dialogue theory be taken out from the academia and elite kind of conferences related to intra-faith and interfaith dialogue, and how to basically make it more pragmatic and practical when it comes to present day problems, and particularly problems that are baffling the masses, instead of confining the dialogue just to academia and conferences only. So have they got a perspective, or is it just only a few people will have this privilege of understanding the religion and then doing the dialogue among themselves? Because we have experienced that mostly this interfaith dialogue is conducted by scholars of different religions, and common people are again left at the mercy of politicians and other vested interests who use them for violence. So, is there any kind of a practical or pragmatic kind of a model through which this dialogue process will be brought down among the common masses, so that the differences and the violence will go down? So, that's my question.
Right. Thank you, Mushtaq, about for that question. Very relevant. Um, I think the way to make dialogue a more more prevalent among the masses is to have them engage in dialogue through education from the young ages. If we could, for example, uh, if hypothetically a country um, includes dialogue as a lesson in its curriculum from the primary school up till university, that would be a good starting point, and that would be like teaching kids about how they should be open to a culture of dialogue. That would be very useful, like teaching them that there are different people of different ethnicities, different faiths in the world, and it's beyond a class of religious studies. It's more like teaching them a culture of dialogue. If we can't do that as part of a national curriculum, if it's not, let's say it's not implemented, we could do it through cultural centers, through dialogue institutions, where we invite pupils from different levels, and we have seminars about dialogue, about how about the need to engage with others and to understand the other, to empathize with the other, that we're all human regardless of religion or ethnicity, skin color, etc. That would be a good starting point. In fact, in London, there were a few initiatives where pupils, from middle school and high school used to come together, and there would be, talks on dialogue, and that was very good initiative, I think. So to recap, I think we should start from the young ages, have young people to learn about how to engage in dialogue regardless of religion. It's about interhuman relationships, you know being open to this kind of dialogue. Get out of your box, don't just mingle with people of your own religion or ethnicity. Also make connections with other people that will open up your mind. Don't be afraid of dialogue. of changing your perspective or anything, you need to, if you have confidence in your own tradition, you don't need to be afraid of other traditions, etc. So this would be a good place to start, to engage in dialogue, because otherwise, as you said, it remains a very elite kind of dialogue. It remains a very academic dialogue that doesn't go beyond university doors, that doesn't go beyond that elite group of people. That is perhaps also uh, very precious, because those people in the academia may have may be very visible in society, and they may offer their perspective on things from a dialogic perspective, and hundreds or thousands of people are going to listen to them. That's also very beneficial to society. But we have to also go the grassroots way as well. And so we have to find ways to engage in dialogue. And I think the In Dialogue Foundation has a lot of good work. They do a lot of good work in terms of how to get the dialogue more across to the society at large.
Yeah, it's something